Hello and welcome to this episode of 10 Meter Tuners. My name is Kobe Sakamoto. Today we'll be talking about loading precision air rifles in the prone position. Now this is a really simple action, but it's something that I know people struggle with. Personally, when I was starting to compete in rifle, getting down a good loading procedure was something that I struggled with because I would always disrupt my position. So I thought that I'd make a short video as sort of a guide for people who may be starting out, or maybe a coach who is helping someone start competing in rifle. This is by no means the only way to load a rifle, but it's the way that I load my rifles. So I hope this video is helpful and that you enjoy it. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to be talking about how to load the rifle in prone. So let's assume I've just taken a shot. Okay, now I need to open my bolt. Now I can do this a couple of ways, but I want to do this without disrupting the location of my trigger arm. So what I'm going to do is slightly rotate the gun towards my trigger finger, like this. This brings the bolt closer to the ground and closer to my hand. Now I'm going to release my grip, use my trigger finger, unlock the bolt, pull it back, using fingers, I'm going to locate my pellets, grab it by the skirt so that the mushroom head is facing forward, the flat head's facing forward. Tilt the gun some more, bring the head up, push it into the chamber, sure it's seated. Rotate the gun into position, using, again, my trigger hand, close the bolt, lock, back onto the grip. Breathing exercises. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the second way that you can load the gun in prone. This method is good for people who are not able to reach the chamber of their gun without moving their trigger arm. This isn't ideal. However, it is sometimes necessary if you have a very short arm or if the chamber of your gun is very far away from you. Again, this is not as ideal as the last position, as it disrupts your position a lot. Although, one benefit is that it's good if you're short, and it'll relieve pressure on this arm. So we're going to be going over it. So, let's assume I've just taken a shot. Now I need to load a second, or I need to load another pellet. Again, release my grip. I'm going to open the bolt, grab the pellet. Now instead of tilting the gun towards my trigger hand, I'm going to lift my body up towards the side of my support arm. This arm is going to be coming off the ground completely, and now I can extend it further than if my elbow was grounded. Reach, put the pellet into the chamber, push it forward, close the bolt, grip, finger off the trigger, back into position. Reestablish your position. Settle down. Okay, so as I was going over some of the footage and editing this video, I realized that I forgot to mention something that's very important. The second technique is also good if you need to use a conventional spotting scope such as this one and you don't have access to an electronic monitor like a laptop or an iPad. So using the technique, as I'm coming off the rifle to reload, I can take this hand and use it to push my body off of the map as I look through my spotting scope to see the placement of my last shot. Notice how the butt plate of the rifle is still held against my shoulder and I'm not having to release it. This helps me to maintain the position of the rifle in my position and is less disruptive than having to take it out like this and look through the scope. So again, in order to use the scope, release your grip, using your trigger hand, push your body off the mat, look through the scope. Now back to the original video.
Breathing exercises.
This is the second method of loading a pellet in prone.